السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد, my dear fellow students. So in the last class we were discussing about the chapter named Waladi al-Bar. Waladi al-Bar, my dear son. It's about a letter. And in this chapter we are mainly learning about how to write a letter. What is the format of writing a letter in Arabic? So this is the thing that we have done in the last class. We have discussed almost half of the exercise. Rest of the exercise we will discuss in the live class, inshallah. So in this class we are going to move on to the next chapter. The name of the chapter is Al-Fikratu As-Salima. Al-Fikratu As-Salima means good thinking, clever thinking. Okay, so let's see what the chapter is speaking about. You can see in the picture, you can see some boys playing football there, and this is some incident happening in the playground. Let's see. First sentence: كان الأولاد يلعبون بكرة. كان الأولاد, the children were يلعبون بكرة. They were playing with the ball. The children were playing with the ball. وكان بجانب الملعب. So they were playing football from the playground. So close to this playground there was a شجرة. There was a tree. فيها تجويف عميق. In that tree, on that tree, there was a deep, narrow hole inside it. You can see in the picture, right? See on the top of the tree, there is a hole on that tree. So, ضرب محمود القرة عالية. So once while they were playing, Mahmoud, you can see in this picture, Mahmoud is the guy, the boy with the red shirt. So ضرب محمود. Mahmoud kicked the ball. القرة عالية, kicked the ball in high. He kicked the ball. Mahmoud kicked the ball at high. He kicked it so high. فسقطت في التجويف. What happened? You can see in the picture. See, he kicked the ball in some height. So what happened? It fell into the hole of the tree. فأراد إسحاق أن يخرجها. So Ishaq, what did he do? He tried to, يخرجها means to take out. He tried to take it out, to put it out from that hole. فأخذ عودا. So that to take that out, he used a عودا. عودا means stick. He used a stick. عودا طويلا. He used a long stick. وحاول, and he tried رفع القرآن, and he used a long stick and tried to رفع القرآن, to lift the ball به, with that. ولم, but what happened? ولم يقدر على ذلك, but he was not able to do. He was not able to bring out that ball from the hole. Okay, then what happened? ثم حاول الجميع ففشلوا. So first Ishaq tried, then all of them, the rest of all the students, all the children, they tried, each and everyone tried, but everything was fail. Everything was a fail. فشلوا means to fail. فشل means to fail. ثم حاول means to try. حاول الجميع, all of them tried. ففشلوا, at last they were all in vain. They failed to succeed in that. ولم تكن لديهم كرة غيرها. So what is the reason? They were only having that ball. They didn't have any other extra ball to play with. فهزنوا. So they were very sad because they couldn't play. ثم فكروا, and after that they thought. They had a great thought. They all sat together. فكروا وتشاوروا, and discussed في حيلة, for a trick. So they all sat together and started discussing how to bring that ball out from that tree. حيلة لإخراجها, to bring that. They all started to think and discuss about the tricks to bring it out. لإخراجها means to bring out, من التجويف, from that hole, from the hollow. So فتقدم منهم ولد فطن. So while this, a discussion going on. A boy among them itself, he came, a clever boy. Waladun fatin means clever boy. A clever boy, he came forward with an idea. A clever boy came with an idea. And he said, Indi fikratun, I have an idea. He said, Indi fikratun means I have an idea. And he said the idea. See, Indi fikratun, then you can see so many dots. What is that? He said some idea. We don't know. They are not saying that idea in this story. Instead, we are the one who is going to find out. How did the boy bring that ball outside that tree? Let's see. So he said about this idea, فَدَلَّهُمْ عَلَى حِيلَةٍ لِإِخْرَاجِ الْقُرَّةِ مِنَ التَّجْوِيفِ. So they used this idea to bring the ball from the مِنَ التَّجْوِيفِ, from the hole. So they used this idea. فَعَمِلُوا عَلَى قَوْلِهِ. And they acted upon what he said. They did as the boy said. وَبِذَلِكَ أَخَذُوا الْقُرَّةَ بِسَهُولَةٍ. So by applying that, by obeying that, or making into practice that the thing that boy have said, they took the ball out very easily. وَلَعِبُوا بِهَا. And they played فَرِحِينَ, with very happy. So they took the ball, by listening to the idea of that boy, they took the ball very easily and started playing. وَلَمْ يَنْسُوا. They didn't forget. Nasa yansu means to forget. وَلَمْ يَنْسُوا. They didn't forget. أَن يَمْدَحُوا. To praise. مَدَحَ يَمْدَحْ means to praise. صَدِيقَهُ. Their friend. عَلَى تَفْكِيرِهِ السَّلِيمَ. His good thinking. They didn't forget to praise their good friend for his good thinking. وَمَا تِلْكَ الْفِكْرَةُ السَّلِيمَةُ. So this is the question for us. وَمَا تِلْكَ الْفِكْرَةُ السَّلِيمَةُ. What was that good thinking? What was the idea the boy have said to his friends? We can make up. So what do you all think? What idea do you have to bring that ball outside that tree very easily? What do you have? So this is the question that you have to answer it individually. I'll ask inshallah about it in the class. So with that we conclude the chapter. So what was the chapter? It's about some boys. They were playing football in the playground. So there was a tree close to the playground which had a narrow deep hole in it. So one boy kicked the ball at a height, and the ball went inside this hollow. They tried, first Mahmoud tried to lift the ball with a long stick, but he failed. Everyone's tried each of their ideas, but everything failed. At last they started discussing, and Ishaq, he came with a clever idea. So we don't know what is that, and with this idea they took the ball out very easily and started playing. And they didn't also forget to praise Ishaq for his great idea. So what was the thing, what was the plan, or what was the act that they did to bring that ball out? Let's guess and find it out. That's the work you have to do. Now let's move on to the mu'jam, which is the glossary part. Let's see, we have some words here which we have learned from the chapter. First one is tajweef. Tajweef we have learned, which is whole, hollow. Okay. مكان خال في جوف الشجرة جمعه تجاوف. مكان خالي, it's a blank part on the tree. A blank part on the tree. So it's a hole on the tree. That's what we call tajweef. Amiq means deep. Amiq means deep. Fatinun means clever boy. Fariha means to become happy. Tashawara, to discuss. Suhulatun, easy, simple. Suhulat. Salim, sahih khalis means good, a right one, pure one. Okay, so these are the word meanings. Now let's move on to the exercise part. We have the first exercise, which is normally the question answer. Here also same thing. Let's see what are the questions. So as you all know, we have to write the question answers in your notebook. All the questions and answers in your notebook. This is the work that you have to do. Let's read the question. First one. أي لعب كان الأولاد يلعبون. Which game were the boys playing? So these boys were playing some game. What was that game? So what were they playing? They were playing football. What do we say about football? كرة القدم. كرة القدم. So what is the answer? يلعبون الأولاد كرة القدم. يلعبون الأولاد كرة القدم. Next question. أين وقت القرة؟ أين وقعت القرة? Where did the ball fell into? The ball went and fell into something. What was that? Answer is in the textbook. So the ball fell into the deep hole in the tree. Okay. Next one. لما حزن الأولاد? For what was the reason that the children were sad? So what was that? They missed the ball. The ball got stuck on the tree. عندي فكرة. I have an idea. من قال هذا? Who said this? كيف أخذوا القرة من التجويف بسهولة? How do we take a ball from the narrow or the hole of a tree very easily? How do we take? So this is something that we have to tell with our own ideas. Okay. Next exercise we have نرتب الأحداث التالية حسب ورودها في النص. We have to arrange those sentences in order according to the حسب ورودها في النص, according to the incidents in the chapter. See, what is that? وقال الولد عندي فكرة لإخراجها الكرة. The boy said that I have an idea to bring that ball out from the tree. Next one. حاول الجميع لأخذ القرة من التجويف ففشلوا. All of the boys tried to bring out the ball from the tree, but everyone failed. أخذوا القرة بسهولة. They took the ball very easily out. سقطت القرة في التجويف. The ball fell into the tree, the hole of the tree. يلعب الأولاد بالكرة. The boys are playing football. لبوا الماء إلى التجويف فارتفعت الكرة. They filled. I'm not saying this idea because this idea or how can we take a ball from the inside of the tree? That is the question. That is and the idea that you have to share to me. Each one of you might have different ideas. So I don't want to read that part, which is one of the idea. So I want to listen from each of you different ideas. About that we will discuss in the next class. I'll ask in the next class. Until then, we can conclude this part today. So I think so. So next detail, or if you have any doubts, you can ask based on this in the live session. Inshallah, I will answer to it. So with this we conclude today's class. Wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.